I have 3 small unfinished wood palette pieces that came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint all 3 using some Wise Owl earth. I then have this 18-inch piece of wood. This also came from the Dollar Tree, and I painted that in Wise Owl Dried Thyme. Now, of course, you can use any colors of your choice. All paint products can be found at chalkitupfancy.com. Next, I have some wood letters, and I'm going to spell out Gnome Grown. I got these letters from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to paint those using the Wise Owl Goldenrod. And I just placed it on a piece of tape here. It's easier to hold the letters in place while I'm painting. Once everything is dry, I have a scrap piece of wood that measured about 15.5 inches, and I'm going to glue one of the wood pallets on the left and one on the right. And I'm just using hot glue. You can add E6000 or wood glue for extra strength. And then I'll place the third one right in the center, leaving a space between the first and the last one. I found these really cute gnome hangers from the Dollar Tree. They have a little bell on the bottom. There are 3 different ones. I'm going to flip them over, and on the back side, I'm going to use some E6000 and a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to place one of the tumbling tower blocks on the back side. These ones just happen to be painted in another color. You can also find them with the unfinished wood. I'm then going to glue each gnome onto its own palette. Now, the reason I added the tumbling tower block is some of the metal is not completely flat, and this gave it a better hold. Next, I'm going to take my 18-inch wood piece, and I have 2 fisheye screws that I'm screwing one to the left and one to the right. And I'm in about 2 inches from the ends. And I'm going to use the hanger that was on the gnome to hang onto that screw eye hook. Now I have to build up this back piece a little bit, so I took 8 of the tumbling tower blocks. I glued 4 on the left side and 4 on the right side, just stacking them on top of each other. And this is going to make it easier to hang when we're all finished. Once my wood letters were dry, I'm going to glue them on the unfinished part at the top here. And I like to just use a really small art brush and some wood glue. And I just brush a little bit of the glue on the back side, especially when the letters are a little skinny like this. I find it's easier to hide the glue. Now that we have all of our letters glued down, I'm then going to take these 2 hooks. Now this step is totally optional. You can leave it just as it is. But I put a little hook in between the 2 spaces of the center gnome. And you can use these to hang either your garden gloves or your garden tools. Really anything of your choice. And they just screw in to the wood. If you have a thin piece of wood, you can cut the back side with some bolt cutters. And to finish it off, I took a smaller piece of wood that also came from the Dollar Tree, and I just glued that on top of the tumbling tower blocks. I put a couple staples in it just to hold it in place better. And there you go. Now you have this really nice garden sign. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.